This is probably reason number 500,000 of why I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. And I'm fine with that. I don't want to do anything for you. I don't want to cook for you. I don't want to clean for you. I don't want to be your secretary and set your appointments and chase you around and make you go because of your health. I don't want to pick up your socks for you. I don't want to be one of those people who comes on TikToks and makes funny videos about how you can't do anything for yourself and men do the darndest things and everybody's in the comments like, yeah, my husband does that too. My boyfriend does that too. Fuck that.
Welcome to the renewal. Please be sure to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. In 2025, many women are choosing to be single and celibate for a mixture of personal reasons, whether it be self-empowerment, self-love, just women prioritizing their careers, or maybe even for the freedom and flexibility to avoid toxic and unbalanced relationships. I think women and men should start holding themselves to higher standards. Also, start taking accountability, if you know what I mean. Overall, I see nothing wrong with being single and loving and focusing on yourself. Being single doesn't mean you're lacking anything. It's more like a lifestyle choice. So y'all drop those comments below if you've been single, how long you've been single, and how your life has been for you since being single, being in your own energy.
I'm noticing that more and more women are choosing abstinence and celibacy. And at this point, I definitely understand why. Like, between the situationships, the men not wanting to commit, the men not wanting to be honest, the down low men, and these married single men, I get it. I do. I really do. And I feel like I have really truly made the decision to work on myself and to be by myself while I'm in this transition period. Like, I feel like I'm in a weird transition period, but I've accepted it. And I feel like now is the time for me to really just focus on myself and not think about dating. I feel like I have goals and I have things that I want to do first before I actually date, because I really do want to date with a purpose. But y'all, the things that I have been seeing lately, it's just like beyond, and it's too many things out here. Like, I'm not shocked that women are choosing these things. I'm not shocked that women are content with these things. And it's some men too. Like, don't get me wrong. It is some men too that are tired of it too. And they've decided, you know, I'm just going to be by myself. But the things that I have been seeing lately, y'all, like, if I'm being honest, like, I'm thoroughly disgusted.
You know, you got so many people nowadays who are choosing just to be single. You know, they choosing to be single, man. It's just like it'd be too much drama, you know, trying to date somebody, trying to find out if somebody is a psychopath, trying to find out somebody's history, trying to find out if somebody really going to church because they love God, or if they're going to church faking. It's just too much that has to go on now in the dating scene. You never know who somebody really is, man. How many times they done been to prison, how many times they done been married, if their credit is all jacked up, if they gonna try to use you, if they're an abuser. I mean, it's too much to have to worry about. If you got somebody in your life and you comfortable with that person and you can trust that person and that person is loyal to you and you loyal to that person, don't step back out away from that person and get back out here into the dating scene, because ain't nothing out here. Ain't nothing out here if you got something that's good at home.
I know this may be hard to believe, but some of these women are actually single by choice. I'm talking about the ones that are really catches. I'm talking about the ones that are really beautiful and they got a lot going on for themselves. But the thing is, they are taking trips over toxicity. They are taking peace over penis, right? They are taking success over stress. They are taking happiness over a headache. Some of these women have actually found out that by themselves is where they are at their greatest level of peace. They're able to think better, they're able to move better, and they're just able to navigate the world overall without you. And they are not in a rush to find a man because they know that a good man will find them. Their man, when it's their time, will be perfectly for her.
A lot of people would not understand this philosophy, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm not gonna just be with anybody on a romantic level for the sake of love. Love is truly the bare minimum when you love yourself. Over here, we look at character. We smell your aura. We pay attention to your energy signature. Are you a liability or an asset? Are you adding value or you subtracting? You know, we pay attention to all that. Because what does love got to do with it?
Why are some women choosing to stay single over getting married? Now, the number one reason, bro, is us men, bro, because men are not acting like men no more. You're acting like women, acting like females. The woman, in most cases, is earning more money and is a breadwinner of the family, and the man probably doesn't even have a job, yeah? And number two, he's too busy wanting to chill out with his friends, with the boys. He's wanting to chill out all the time. No compromise. When it comes to marriage, bro, there is compromise. The chilling has to get reduced. You have to be mentally prepared and be able to provide for that woman. In most cases, yeah, bro, mans are still very immature. And they're just quite toxic, quite manipulative. And they just want to use her for her money and keep her at home whilst they're doing what they want. Do you get me? It works both ways. It's about teamwork. So this is the reason why women are choosing to stay single.
Throughout my life, I've worked and known of several women who were single in their 30s and in their 40s. Speaking to these women and listening to their reasons, I was automatically able to empathize and understand why they choose to be single in their 30s and in their 40s. And here are a few reasons that I've gathered up that a lot of those women had in pattern. Freedom is the number one answer that I heard from most of these women who were single in their 30s and 40s. You're free to do whatever you want. You don't have to get home and answer a million questions to somebody who's insecure, controlling, or possessive. Another big reason that I've gathered from women who were in their 30s and 40s who were single is a lot of them are simply scared to get into another relationship because they went through a really abusive relationship or even an abusive marriage. And who can blame them? You got out of a 10, 12, 15 long-term relationship or marriage that was abusive physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and verbally. I probably wouldn't want to get into anything serious for a while myself. Here in the United States alone, statistically speaking, 1 in 4 women experience SA at least once in their lifetime. And in most of those cases, it actually comes from their partner at home, not from some stranger down an alley at 2 in the morning. And it's staggering to realize that most of these cases of abuse and domestic violence come straight from within the home. It's actually from your own partner at home, a partner who you should trust. And I don't blame women for having difficulty trusting and getting in something serious with someone else after they've gone through something like that for so long. Fruit Loops for dinner? Why the hell not? Takeout for dinner? Why the hell not? There's no need to cook. There's none of that pressure in a woman's life when she's single, whether she's in her 30s, 40s, it doesn't, even 50s, it doesn't matter. There's no more of that pressure. So you don't have to cook if you don't want to. Overall, women who are choosing to be single in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s simply have a better life and a more peaceful life. And instead of automatically thinking that she's a red flag because she's in her 30s and is single and telling her she's going to die alone, why not ask questions to see if you can understand their point of view and why they're single? It only takes a little bit of empathy. That's all.
This is probably reason number 500,000 of why I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. And I'm fine with that. I don't want to do anything for you. I don't want to cook for you. I don't want to clean for you. I don't want to be your secretary and set your appointments and chase you around and make you go because of your health. I don't want to pick up your socks for you. I don't want to be one of those people who comes on TikToks and makes funny videos about how you can't do anything for yourself and men do the darndest things and everybody's in the comments like, yeah, my husband does that too. My boyfriend does that too. Fuck that. I want to be with somebody who is an adult, a fully functioning adult. It's been proven time and time again that men are the ones who benefit from marriage and relationships because we get in them and we do everything and they just get to sit back and receive everything from us. And then as a treat, they might do something for our birthday or for Mother's Day. Men get to exist in relationships and just receive. Why can't we exist together? And if we do nice things for each other, it's just organic. It just happens. But it's not the expectation. It's not something I have to do because I'm the woman. When I come home after a long day, I don't want to cook either. I don't want to do shit either. Why can't we flip a coin to see who cooks or if we order food and then whoever cooks, the other person cleans. Why can't you pick up after yourself? Why can't you set your own appointments? Why do I have to be your secretary? I'm not working for you.
I'm starting to see that most relationships for a woman, even marriage, is all about sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice 1,000,000 times more than a man ever will. Just for you to be unappreciated, disrespected, lied to, cheated on, and we all know how the story goes.
You know, women's cortisol levels drop 35% when they've been living by themselves for 3 months or longer. This is done by research by Joe Dispenza, and I can tell you, like, after being in partnership and living with men for so many years now, and now living on my own in my own apartment, I have never felt peace like this in my life. And this is not a slander against men or anything. I'm just telling you, the peace that I feel right now is unmatched. I feel like I can think. I feel like when I'm out in public, I'm more relaxed. I'm walking more confidently. I'm walking slower. I feel clearer about what I want to do with my future. I know what I need to do with my day. I can work longer hours because I'm not so stressed out and caught up in somebody else's mood and what somebody else expects of me. I don't feel like I'm not enough. And that's always how I feel in partnership with a man, especially when I'm living with him. I never feel like I can fully relax at home. I love to cry for no reason. Like, I just cry on a regular basis, and not because I'm sad, but just because I enjoy it. And so, like, I like to be able to do that when I'm home. And I realize when I cry more often, I'm more in touch with my feelings, and I let myself just laugh and whatever. Like, I don't feel as emotionally constipated like I do in a partnership.
Y'all black men that be all on TikTok, YouTube, and all in these different spaces trying to tell black women to take accountability for X, Y, and Z. When y'all go admit that black women being single is probably a better option. It's probably a better option. They happier when they single anyway. When they get into a marriage, it's almost like HE double hockey sticks messing with a lot of black men. When y'all go tell them that? Y'all online screaming at women on panels. You're online cussing them out. You're not trying to understand what they go through. You just try to make it about the black man's pain. Man, F the black man's pain. That's the way I feel. F the black man's pain. You black men that be crying and venting about how you was done wrong and this is that and the third and blah. Nobody should care, because if you're not gonna care about the women's pain that's right there when they trying to have a conversation with you, then why should they care about us when we trying to explain to them what we going through as well? You keep cussing them out, you mistreat them, you lack emotional intelligence, and you're laughing at their suffering. So what are you talking about? And then y'all be on here acting like y'all good men, knowing dang well that if you was a woman, you wouldn't even date half these men out here. You know these men are trash. You know these men are liars. You know these men are manipulators. But then y'all always want to do this right here. There's some good men. Well, where they at? Every time I ask you, where are these good men? You never have nothing to say. Where are the good men? Because I'm going to tell you straight up right now, it ain't you. You are not a good man. You that's online cussing out women on TikTok, on YouTube, you online using black women for content, you online never having nothing good to say about black women and conducting these stupid panels, you are not a good black man. And no woman should get with you. You're not alpha, you're not masculine, you're not none of that stuff. You soft. You have misplaced anger, but you're not a good man. And women should not be looking for a man like you. Who wants to deal with a man who lacks emotional intelligence and is always screaming at them at 8 o'clock in the morning, like some of y'all doing right now as I drop this video? You are not a good man. Stop telling women that there's good men out here without telling them where to go find them. Yo, it's the men you choose. Well, they're better off not choosing. If that's all we gonna say, right, is that that, you know, it's the women that it's the men that they choose, then they better off not choosing. If every time they mess with us, we decrease their value, right? Then they shouldn't mess with us. It's better for them to be alone. Y'all know the saying, she can do bad all by herself. Why would she choose to be with a man like y'all? She shouldn't. You don't value marriage. You don't value commitment. You don't like to reciprocate the love that's being shown. You look at women as objects instead of a human being. But hey, the answer to all our problems in the black community, just get married. The problem is women need to allow men to get back in the house. Women need to stop divorcing. Women got to understand that men go make mistakes and men go cheat. But you know, it's just a mistake. That's not a mistake. How many times I got to say this? It's not a mistake. That's a choice. Where are the good black men? I don't even call myself a good black man. Nobody has the right to call me a good black man. Only my wife. I say that all the time. Because I ain't putting myself on a pedestal, but y'all be up here talking like, you know, you should look for a man of character and decency. How you a man of character, but you always cussing out women? You won't cuss out a man. And you shouldn't cuss out men. And we're not perfect. But every day you have a prompt to piss off black women. To draw them in. You misrepresent them as a collective. You say majority of them are just bad. Majority of them are this. And you ain't even dated majority of women. But it's the majority of women. Then when I generalize us as a black man to give you a taste of your own medicine, that was don't do that. Why you a man? You a man basher. You a male feminist. At least I ain't soft. You will never catch me cussing out a woman or having more smoke for women than a man. That's nigga. No. Now if y'all having balanced conversations, I'll stay out of it. But the moment you get to cussing a woman out and saying, "No, the problem is that y'all ruined the black man and y'all are a tool for white tea supremacy and y'all being used against the black man," blah blah blah. Everything keeping the black man down. God dang me. Everything is keeping the black man down. Y'all can't do nothing because there's always something holding you back. Every day. It's the system. Woman is the system. We gotta address the system. That's mean it's the black woman. Then you're saying it's both of them. Well, it's both of them. Shane, you gotta understand, bro. The black woman is in cahoots with the Caucasian man to keep us to shut up. Anyway, going back to the point, I'm getting sick of you dudes trying to tell women that, you know, the solution to our problems is marriage. One of the solutions to our problems as people, black men, you need therapy. You don't go to therapy. If you look at marriages, bro, it's parasitic. Women die faster when they get with us. It's like you suck the life out of them. You don't treat them right. And a lot of you black men, it don't matter what race of woman you go to, they have the same exact experience, the same black man experience that Cynthia G was talking about, that black women have. So where are the good men? Oh, well, the good men inside. The good men are on their job. No, they're not. There's trash men on their job too. They just messing over women as they go throughout their life. They'll put on the front because men wear masks. Why is it that y'all just won't come out and say the truth? The truth is that there is always more harm that's going to come through a man than a woman. And more harm historically has came through a man than a woman. Y'all get on my nerves trying to act like women just out here and they the problem. If you see a quote unquote 304, stop having intercourse with the 304. You give these type of women that you messing with, well, I don't want to say you give them power, but you give them attention. You want the 304. You want the BBL black women, the BBL Beckys. You as soon as you see a big butt, this y'all. You can't control yourself because you have a lustful nature. You gotta put your private part in anything walking. And if you don't care about the mama, you don't care about the kids, even though you laid down with the woman and made that child.
Man, them. You see, most of these women out there nowadays are single and they are staying celibate too. They don't see a man worth giving it up for. It's the same old situation, the same old story, the same old Sankey, nothing new. These women are comfortable with themselves. They don't want to be a part of that same situation anymore. They want something new, a new change, a new beginning. Somebody who sees her worth. Somebody who know her worth. Right? So until a man can pull up and really mean everything that he says, these women don't mind staying single and celibate, waiting for a man to come.